Hello everyone and welcome to our Instagram live event. My name is Paul Arsov and I'm the founder of the Decentralized Web project. The topic of our educational event today is magic and internet evolution from ancient to present. The topic touches a little bit on occult, a little bit on psychology, and a little bit of history. But before starting to talk about the topic of today, let me tell you a little bit about our project. As I mentioned, I'm the founder of the Decentralized Web project, and we are building decentralized communication and advertising platform. Recently, we have released marketplace and our first collection of NFTs. So what is interesting, what is unique and what is special about our NFTs is that they are based on three-dimensional objects. And as you know, like traditional and ordinary NFTs and marketplaces, they're dealing predominantly with two-dimensional JPEG or PNG images. But we are having three-dimensional objects, and there usually is a specific software, a special software which loads and displays the three-dimensional object. Most likely and usually these are game engines, and currently there are two very popular game engines which are used for loading and displaying of three-dimensional objects. One of them is called Unity and the other one is called Unreal. But by using games, their game engines, their strings attached, and that's why we decided to build our own 3D software engine. And what it currently does is it is opening a window on computer screen. It is loading the 3D NFT object, and it starts animating this 3D NFT by moving it around this window, which was open in a random fashion. But we by building our own 3D software engine, we have also added additional capabilities for our 3D NFTs. The first capability that we have for our 3D NFTs is the capability of speaking. The 3D NFTs can speak in one of three different voices. Our 3D NFTs can speak either in a male voice or in a female voice or in a whisper kind of a voice. And in addition to the basic voices, we have flavors of voices, and the 3D NFTs can speak in a normal speed, or they can speak in a slow speed, or they can speak in a fast speed voice. And so it in addition to the like if we take, for example, a male voice and it is spoken in a slow speed, then this voice of the 3D NFT can come as the voice of a very masculine person, or it can come as the voice of an old person. So if we take, on the other hand, for example, a 3D NFT which is speaking with a female voice, and the flavor of the voice is with a fast speed. Then this voice can come as the voice of a little girl, or it can come as the voice of a funny person. So that's it regarding to the speaking capability. But the next capability for our 3D NFTs is the capability of recognizing voice commands. If we have a 3D NFT and it is loaded and displayed on a window, and it is animated like moving in a random fashion around this window, we can issue our first voice command to the 3D NFT to stop moving. And then the 3D NFT is going to stand still and stop moving. Then we can issue additional voice commands to the 3D NFT to move left, move right, move up, move down, zoom in, zoom out, rotate. And then the 3D NFT is going to fulfill the commands which are given to it, and move left, move right, move up, move down, come closer, zoom in, go further away, zoom out, or start rotating. So that's it regarding to the voice recognition capability of our 3D NFTs. But the next capability for our 3D NFTs is the capability of basic artificial intelligence. You can ask the 3D NFT what is your name, and then the 3D NFT is going to respond by telling you their name. You can ask the 3D NFT, who are you? And then the 3D NFT is going to reply with who they are. You can ask the 3D NFT to describe something, for example, describe Web3, or describe decentralization, or describe Russia. And then the 3D NFT is going to respond and describe in few sentences about Web3 or about decentralization or about the country called Russia. So that's it regarding to the basic artificial intelligence capability. But the last and not least important capability of our 3D NFTs is the capability of seeing them in real 3 dimensions. Currently, we have a version of the NFT which is loaded on a flat 2-dimensional computer screen, and we are using our imagination to imagine the 3D NFT in real 3 dimensions. But we are planning to have 3D NFTs with a second version, and this second version is going to be displayed in a way of stereoscopics. What stereoscopics mean is that part of the 3D NFT is going to be displayed in red or reddish color, and another part of the 3D NFT is going to be displayed in blue or bluish color. Then you, the user, can come to the our 3D NFT marketplace and place an order for special glasses. And when you receive these glasses, you're going to see that one lens of these glasses is red and the other lens of these glasses is blue. Then you can put these glasses on and you can request displaying of the 3D NFT in a way of stereoscopics, and then you are going to see the 3D NFT as coming out of the flat two-dimensional computer screen, and you are seeing this 3D NFT in real 3 dimensions. So that's it regarding to the capabilities of our 3D NFTs and our 3D software engine. But let me tell you also a little bit about our 3D NFT marketplace. And our 3D NFT marketplace is oriented specifically towards three-dimensional objects, and if we compare what we are having with ordinary NFT marketplaces and ordinary NFTs, the ordinary NFT marketplaces are based specifically and predominantly with two-dimensional flat and static images based on JPEG or PNG formats. So what we are having is different, it is unique, it is new, and it is special. And as I mentioned several weeks ago, we had the topic of an educational event which was called Bending the Wheel of the Market. Bending the wheel of the market means that it serves as a metaphor for changing the direction of a market. And as we know, markets are composed by the products and services offered by at least several companies which they sell probably similar to each other products and services, and the market is essentially moving in a steady fashion, and it is composed by these products and services from several businesses, companies, and projects. But then there is another company which is coming to the market with a new product and services, and then people who have been buying from the market, they start noticing about the new products and services, and they start buying the new and upcoming products and services, and essentially the market starts moving in a new direction, and the new company which offered this new product and service has strategic advantage of the first mover, and they can capture the most of the new market because the market is changing their direction. The rest of the companies which they were selling products and services in the previously steady market, they take notice, they may choose to make similar to the new product and services, and then capture some portion of the market, but essentially they are going to be at disadvantage compared with the first mover in this new and market which is changing its direction. So essentially, with our 3D NFTs, we aim to bend the direction and bend the wheel of the current NFT market towards the three-dimensional objects, and we aim to have strategic advantage with the newly moving 3D NFT market, which is offering three-dimensional objects. But in addition to what I just said about the three-dimensional objects, some additional things which I like to mention about our 3D NFT marketplace is that we have for our project blockchain instance, and we're running our own blockchain instance which is based on Ethereum software. So what it does allows us is to deploy smart contracts for tokens like fungible tokens and non-fungible tokens on our own blockchain instance. In this way, we do not require our users to to pay a gas fee for deployment of smart contracts for the non-fungible tokens, and we do not require our users to pay gas fees for transfers of ownership from one user to another user. So essentially we are detaching the non-fungible tokens from popular blockchains, and we are attaching the non-fungible tokens to our own blockchain instance, and then in this case we have the capability of offering our users to have payments not just with one crypto coin where the blockchain instance was deployed, but we have a choice of payment with 4 different crypto coins for purchase of our 3D NFTs. Currently we have the choice of our users buying our 3D NFTs and paying with Solana Sol or Avalanche AVAX or Polygon Matic or Qcoin KCS. In addition to this 4 different crypto coins, we have a way of payments for our 3D NFTs directly with fiat currency. An user can come to our 3D NFT marketplace, and they can use their debit or their credit card to make a payment for purchase of our 3D NFT. And then they can use the 3D NFT for a while, and at some point they can decide to put this 3D NFT for sale. And let's say there's a second user who is coming to the market. They like the NFT which was placed for sale from the initial owner of this 3D NFT, and let's say the second user they decide to pay also with fiat currency for the purchase of the 3D NFT from the first user. Then what happens is if the second user decides to pay directly with fiat currency, then they are going to use their debit or credit card, and they are paying with their national currency for the purchase of the 3D NFT. Then this payment is going to be received in our bank account and converted from the national currency of the second user to US dollars. And we are having then a transfer of ownership from the initial owner of the first user, who was the first owner of the 3D NFT. We're having transfer of ownership from first user to the second user who did purchase this 3D NFT. And then we are going to have a transfer from our bank account to the bank account of the first user with the proceedings of the sale for the 3D NFT. In this way, we have two different and parallel ways of buying and selling of 3D NFTs. And the first way is with crypto coins. And as I mentioned, we have 4 different crypto coins which could be used for purchase of 3D NFTs. And the second way, which is independent and parallel way, is with directly with fiat currency, and it is done without converting fiat currency to crypto and back from crypto to fiat currency. So that's it regarding to our marketplace and our 3D NFTs and collection. I like to mention the URL of our 3D NFT marketplace, and the name of the website is 3dnft.decentralizedweb.org. 3D NFT is written with the number 3, then the letter D, then and the letters NFT, and this is all together 3D NFT. Then there's dot, then there's decentralized web, which are 2 words, but they're all together, decentralized web. Then there's dot and org. Once again, 3dnft.decentralizedweb.org. On the bottom of every page, you can see the icons of the social networks that we're posting on. You can click on one or more of these icons and become a follower, or you become a member of the group and our community. Then you can get notified about events like this, and you can participate by typing questions or asking questions. With this said, I will be ending the introduction of our project, and I'm going to go back to the topic of today, which is magic and internet, evolution from past to present. So the topic of today was inspired by an article which I did read, and this article is talking about the present day internet, and like some proliferation of magic offerings which are done through internet. For example, there like influencers who like are offering manifesting and which promise their viewers that with the right amount of focus, positive thinking and desire, the universe would bend to their will. Most of these people who manifest end up doing what they say they're going to do, and being who they say they're going to become. Like there are other influencers, they're like who are offering special incantations, and these incantations can get like your partner to do something like texting you back, and like there's some other like providers of magic services, and they promise abundance, and like for example, they say that people have to stop saying something like some things like I cannot afford this or that, and like it is not just TikTok, but so like this wide wellness and spirituality subcultures of social media, like this manifesting art, science, and magic, and like this attracting positive energy into your life through internal focus and meditation. So like this, there are offers of harnessing that energy to achieve material result, and it is part of a well-regulated spiritual and personal life. It has become widely spread as wide as, for example, yoga and meditation. And like these providers of magic services, they regularly encourage their followers to focus law of attraction style on their desired life goals in order to bring them about in existence. It is possible, of course, to read manifesting as a vaguely spiritual wellness trend, but as the technology has grown even more powerful, our control over nature seemingly even more absolute. The subculture of internet has gotten even more weird. Sometimes it seems that the whole internet is full of would-be magicians, like which, for example, which TikTok and like other occult phenomena, and they're largely framed around reclaiming ancient either be it matriarchals or indigenous practices in resistance to patriarchy. And magic, of course, means different things to different people. And so, like, for example, within the history of the Western esoteric tradition, um, magic refers to series of attempts to understand and harness the workings of an otherwise unworkable universe, and work this to our personal desired ends. And it is outside of the safety of traditional organized religion. This magic comes in different forms. Historically, natural magic linked with manipulation of objects and bodies in nature was often considered theologically acceptable, and it was more acceptable than for example, necromancy, dealing with dead bodies, or calling on of the demons. But at its core, magic describes the process of manipulating the universe through uncommon knowledge, which is accessible to very few and very lucky people. We can note that what we mentioned looks like technology, with given some spiritual twist. There's no coincidence. The story of modernity, and particularly the story of the founders of the early internet, is inextricable from the story of the development of Western esoteric tradition. If we're looking at the past and Renaissance, from the time of Renaissance humanists, we have intellectual and philosophical movements like Hermeticism and Freemasonry. The human beings could and should seek contra to the biblical teachings. They have to seek to maximize their knowledge and technical capacity in order to transform themselves into gods. And in Renaissance, there were scholars who they were influenced by a mixture of Orthodox Christianity, Jewish Kabbalah, Arab philosophy, and the revival of the classic Greek thought known as New Platonism. These Renaissance writers, they believe that the defining characteristics of human beings was precisely that they're born to take the place of God. And it is talking about divine implantation and putting some kind of seeds which can grow into flowers or trees, and they are going to stretch to heavens. So these writers, they say that God had these seeds of divinity, but it God did exhaust his supply of these seeds of divinity, and then we as men were created by God, and we have to seek to find these seeds and implant them into us so that we become gods ourselves. So this type of writings could be read as extreme example of Renaissance humanism, but it was part of the general trend of early modern writings that emphasized that human freedom and creative power, in contrast with medieval version of life. They could be associated with the theology of St. Thomas Aquinas. He wrote a book called Corpus Hermeticum, or so-called Hermetica. So it was written in the first few centuries AD, and likely it was the melting pot of Egyptian Egyptian thought from Alexandria, and Greek Hellenistic thinking tradition. But this book, Corpus Hermeticum, it says that it says that it is a writing of God, which is a mixture between the Greek trickster messenger god called Hermes and Egyptian god of writing called Thoth. Blending philosophy, natural science, alchemy, astrology, and magic, the Hermetica as a whole represents a distinctive vision of human transcendence. The mysterious writer is a self-made god, a magician with nearly divine control over both the scientific and magical world. The highest purpose of the human is to transcend humanity through knowledge and become creator. The material decaying stuff of our physical and animal body exists only to be overcome via a spiritual linking with the knowledge and will. Supposedly lost for centuries, the Corpus Hermeticum was rediscovered in the 15th century when another Renaissance humanist and humanist discovered a manuscript of the in the library of the Medicis, and it was translated into Latin. Human freedom, human intellectual and whatever human progress, all those were not merely allowed by God, such that human beings might better fulfill God's purposes for them, but they were signs that humanity destiny was to become God, uh, bending technological power to accord with our own desires and wills. So Hermetic ideas diffused like across a wide range of movements in early modern period. For example, the Rosicrucians, for example, dabbled in human self-transcendence and attracted scientific luminaries like, for example, Isaac Newton. And Freemasons such as Benjamin Franklin and George Washington, as well as several people who signed the U.S. Declaration of Independence. They blended intricate ceremony with carefully crafted regalia and they were on the altar and worshipping of human freedom. So it would be a mistake to think of Hermeticism as codified religion with a clear and consistent set of rules and membership criteria. The Rosicrucians, Masons, and later groups like Golden Dawn, Masons, and Theosophists, each had their own right rules and subgroups. There were also magic traditions like Solomonic magic, which was derived from Arab and Kabbalistic sources. And they stressed self-divination, controlling angels and demons alike by calling them by their proper but secret and little known names. What this movement shared was faith in human self-transcendence as the highest spiritual good. Those who practice most fully in the projects of self-divination through knowledge could in some sense be said to be most human. They understood reality was bound up in their ability to shape it. In this early modern occultist was not unlike the today's peddlers of meme magic, claiming a populist stance against elite cathedrals of academic and journalistic establishment, while affirming the distinctly esoteric ideal of the lone genius capable of seeing what is what the rest cannot see. Today's meme magicians likewise claim access to the hidden forces underpinning the global order, and they seek to harness this for their own ends. And early 20th centuries transhumanist and later day magicians like Aleister Crowley. They focused on mastering one's own internal psychic energies. What we want and how we focus that energy of wanting doubles as the primary engine of reality, which of course only the most godlike among us can shape. Um, Whether the creator God is absent, abducted, or usurped, man's role remains the same, to take its place according to these magicians. So, what Aleister Crowley said, do what thou will shall be a goal of the law. So the most powerful successor of the Crowley's ideology, the so-called chaos magic, it grew out of the 1970s London punk scene. And rather for the chaos magician, meaning was not something to be discovered, but it was something to be decided. Reality came to rest primarily with human perception, so that changing human perception was not to lie, but to reimagine reality ourselves. As one chaos magician of the time put it, chaos magic is the art of forming the unformed energies of creative chaos into a pattern leading to outcome of the magician's desire. The major tenet of traditionalism that there was a secret initial truth underpinning all major world religion collapsed into nihilism. There is no such thing as truth at all, according to a chaos magician. All that matters is what we can make people believe. And if we enter our internet pioneers, they were influenced by mid-20th century counterculture, the futurists, technologists, and inventors who would come to shape Silicon Valley culture with hermetic forebears, and they had an optimistic vision of human self-transcendence through technology, focused on our biological and geographic constraints, and we could make of cyberspace a new libertarian new age country and place. So we have the examples of Terence McKenna and Robert Anthony Wilson, who dabbled in occult, mystic, or magical practices. They saw the prospect of cyberspace as a new spiritual terrain for self-divination. Freed of body constraints and geographic limitations, the internet could help us at last achieve the magical dream of self-transcendence. And like techno-paganists, discordians, neo-pagans, Wixons, transhumanists could find each other in cyberspace, and they could represent their digital life through like a dream of a place where human creativity could shape the landscape of its world. And as one transhumanist said, the internet could be shaped as an evolutionary portal. When technology allows us to reconstitute ourselves philosophically, genetically, and neurologically, we have become transhumans, and our will be primed to transform ourselves into posthumans, persons of unprecedented physical, intellectual, or psychological capacity, self-programming, potentially immortal, unlimited individuals. The internet, as we know it of today, has absorbed some of the techno-utopian luminaries' ideas to the extent that they're currently built in the current internet. We have it became a place where our desires, impressions, and focuses that act upon them can be made to manifest, and in this shared and collective hallucination we can don ideal avatars, we can create untethered social and even erotic relationships, we can curate our self-image and in turn allow the mystical algorithm to present us with a landscape, from news headlines to targeted advertisements in which our desires determine what we all see. In the modern internet, desire is the social undercurrent shaping our new reality. Our desire for dopamine hits, likes, hearts, a few seconds of TikTok entertainment is the desire within capitalistic attention economies. And in exchange for certain illusionary fulfillment of desire packaged up by powerful corporations and mimetically gifted shit posters capable of going viral with perfectly worded image or tweet. Like memes, they become modern interpretation of the magician spell, a magical image and power to convey the magician's desired energy. charged with the collective energy of each subsequent tweet or repost. Meme like permeates our subconscious and influence what we think, how we act, and who we vote for. Memes like sigils are replicated in the digital space, and like they tap into our desires, and they prompt us to like and retweet, and they add to them like magic brands, and by challenging our desire and rearranging our interior landscape through a clever working in our cybernetic geography, the digital magician has the very powerful power over us, just like Aleister Crowley and the previous chaos magicians. We are all caught up in the cult of Hermes, Prometheus, or even some people in other like ancient magicians, which the secret truth revealed by transgression is that truth is only ever a fiction of fools. Reality is only ever what you can make people believe. Our social life, sexual life, professional success are all mediated in part in our full or quite literally runs on the engine of desire. The attention economy, which invites us to post pictures of ourselves we like, or tell compelling stories about ourselves, like to turn eyeballs to clickbait, in turn shows us advertising for items from Amazon, and like it doubles as a kind of manifestation for the principles of like modern day magic. It is desire that makes reality real. It is hardly surprising that new spiritual movements have cropped up in this postmodern landscape, and reanimating esoteric ideas of self-divination and harnessing energy to manifest reality by attending and validating our desires. And as such, modern internet culture seems as more and more of our online lives play out on platforms owned and controlled by large corporations, we may find ourselves less of magicians than the building material of other magicians' will. More troublingly, many of us don't seem to mind quite enough to disenchant ourselves. We just keep pressing, playing, liking, and shaping. Like some magicians, devotee may think that This is because we are, after all, like a sheep lacking the magic light like temperament to determine our own destinies or that of others. A more favorable read is that desire itself is never fully fulfilled. The longing for what we cannot have, for being more than we are, is as endemic to the human condition as ever. The lure of the internet lies in the promise that this click, this article, this purchase will at last result in the final consumption that we crave. We will be seeing, paid attention to, and perhaps even laughed in just the way we wish to be. And with this said, I'm ending our presentation. Thank you for coming. Thank you for viewing. Once again, I would like to invite you to come and join our community, and you can find the social channels that we are posting on the bottom of our 3D NFT marketplace. And once again, the name and the URL of our 3D NFT marketplace is 3dnft.decentralizedweb.org. 3dnft.decentralizedweb.org. With this said, have a nice day, have a nice evening, and goodbye.